Hey guys, welcome back. Sagittarius, we are doing what can help you right now. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started. What can help you right now with everything that's going on in the world? The energies, the everything that's going on. Um, Five of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Okay. The Five of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Cups. Anyway, with everything that's going on right now, everything that's going on right now, especially with all these planets being retrograde, um, there's a need to a little help as to what we need. Look, and the King of Wands and the King of Cups. This King of Wands looks like an asshole. This is kind of mirroring, just a little bit. Who did I just do? Scorpio. So it's just mirroring Scorpio just a little bit. So let's see what happens. Let's see what it says. Let's make sure we're in your energy and we're not still in Scorpio. Sagittarius. What will help Sagittarius right now? Having high boundaries. Having high, and you know what, it makes sense because we are in a retrograde right now, and you know what it is. It's a season of your exes coming back. Wheel of Fortune, wanting to go around and around and around on the wheel of karma is what they want. Yeah, there's a need right now to have a really high boundaries. People are wanting to come back to see if you're available. People wanting to come back because remember, these energies, when they come out to pull energies for people that are still dealing with them, right? That's why they come back, because they can feel those feelings strong. And for people that have been doing the work, right? And I feel like for who I read, they are actively doing the work. Why would you watch tarot if you're not actively trying to do the work, right? I feel like for you guys are having to put up the walls because there's a bunch of them coming out of the woodwork, right? Okay, Sagittarius, let's see. Yeah, they're wanting to repeat a cycle. Let's see, Sagittarius. What a beautiful day. The Star. And the Ten of Cups. What? And the Six of Pentacles. Okay, Sagittarius, I feel like somebody is gonna come in to want to fight for you. They're wanting to end a cycle. I do feel like there is other people that are coming in that are wanting to repeat the cycle, because we got the King of Wands and we got the King of Cups, right? I feel like somebody is wanting to come in, and you need your boundaries high, and there's a need to, and they want to repeat a cycle. There's also somebody coming in. I don't feel like this is an ex. This could be somebody new, or this could be somebody that you know. It wasn't a full-on relationship. It was almost like a false start or a missed opportunity. And this person is coming in and they're wanting to fight to get, not fight you, but fight for you. And they're wanting to end a cycle that you guys have, whatever the cycle is. Maybe you guys haven't talked in a while. Maybe it didn't end so great because, you know, somebody wasn't sure what they wanted. Maybe whatever the reasoning was, right? But this, I feel like for you and them, is wish fulfillment, and this could end up in a happily ever after with the Ten of Cups and then the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This could be equal give and take. This might even be somebody that comes in and can help pour into you, right? maybe help you. I'm hearing help you with a business, help you with everything, almost just like giving to you, right? I feel like relationships in the past. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna go into it. Let's just go deeper in. Okay, I'm actually going to take this one and put it down here. Give it. Oh, look, the Three of Cups at the bottom. Oh my. Oh my. Um, yeah, look, we got the raccoon. Problem solver. This is somebody that's going to come in and wants to learn all about you, wants to know about you, is very creative, is an entrepreneur, so they could own their own business. Is very resourceful, very clever. A raccoon, but I do feel like they are wearing a mask because you know how raccoons look like they're little bandits. I don't feel like they're trying to thieve from you. I do feel like they're not going to show how interested they are in you. They're going to make it seem like they're just like, oh, you know, a little aloof, not fully aloof. They're going to be asking a lot of questions about you. They're very curious, but they're coming in a fight stance, right? And then with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, we got the walking boots. Yeah, this person is going to, you guys are going to go on adventures together. It's going to help you release anyone or anything from the past, and that either you were still harboring feelings for or you were still harboring anger from, right? Because I know a lot of people, or in readings, like when I'm trying to read, like when I'm trying to, like, let's say I want to watch a video, a lot of times they'll bring up my ex, which usually those videos I move past. But I know I've heard a few times like, oh, you still care about this person, oh, there's still some kind of connection. No, I absolutely don't care about him at all. The What I had to heal through was the anger and resentment towards myself, allowing myself to release the guilt, allowing myself to remove myself from that hatred that I had for him, because he was very abusive in every way, uh, including physically. He has a spiritual psychosis. It was just a very, so it wasn't, I harbor no emotions except the ones I did were negative, but those still affect you, right? So that was something that I had to heal from and release that hate. Um, and for me to, and I'm going to say forgive, but understand that Carl Jung says forgiven isn't really a thing. We don't forgive other people. What we actually do is we let it go, right? That This is a direct quote from Carl Jung. So basically letting it go, understanding the lesson, and I understand the lesson while I was going through it, right? But it was an anger towards myself, like how could I allow myself to be so mistreated? How could I allow myself, right? Like, but now knowing that that will never happen again. So I feel like that's a lesson that you guys have to go through, because that will never happen again, right? Trusting yourself enough to know that in the future you see those kinds of behaviors and you're out, and it's not even a second chance. It's I'm done, get the fuck away from me, right? But this is gonna take you on a journey. This is gonna, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you're gonna be very self-reliant even if there's somebody else with you. It's going to give you a lot of independence. It's going to give you a lot of freedom. Even with being with someone, I feel for you guys, Sagittarius, having freedom and being your own sovereign being, even with, if somebody else comes in, right? Even if you're by somebody else's side, being able to pick your path. And I truly believe that people should come in whole, 100%. And, hey, I'm gonna go on a trip with the boys. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go on a trip with the girls. Like being your own sovereign nation, but coming together as one, right? This could also be somebody that's coming in as a friend first, and that's very important, Sagittarius, because if you're not friends with whoever you end up with, when those feelings of romance and love start to diminish, you don't even like them as a person. But when you are friends with them, like I love my friends, I don't have romantic feelings for them. Do you know what I mean? But if you start there, you like them as a person. You like how they are, who they are, their beliefs, their thoughts. You don't have those feelings of when you're with somebody, you're like, I love them, but they're so annoying and I hate the way they think and I hate What? That's not, you shouldn't, what? Right? No. Clarifying the star, you got road. Yeah, this is a crossroad. You have multiple choices. What did I say? You have a multiple choice, and you're going to make the choice to get the fuck away from whatever this King of. I feel like it's the King of Wands because he looked like an asshole, right? And the King of Cups is very loving. The King of Cups, I always tell people. I had a friend tell me this, and it's stuck forever. The King of Cups reminds me of Adam Sandler, right? Very loving, very family oriented. He's funny as hell, and he dresses however the fuck he wants, right? He's stern. His feelings are, but he has love. The King of Wands is just, they can be a good person, but it just depends on the cards that are surrounding them. But sometimes they can also be flighty, right? It just depends on the cards that are surrounding them. But that King of Wands that I saw looked like a fucking dick. His face looked very smirky. Yeah, you'll have several options. You need to weigh the options. I feel like for you guys, no. You guys are gonna go on some kind of road trip. You're gonna enjoy your independence, and you're going to enjoy the freedom of not having all those burdens, right? Some of you guys might actually enjoy some freedom. Maybe it was, dealing with somebody that didn't allow you to have a lot of movement, a lot of freedom. Yeah, look, with 10 of Cups, you got the glass heart. You're gonna be safe to. You're gonna feel safe to feel vulnerable. You're gonna. It says apology. So, like I said, this could be somebody that there was a false start. But this is somebody that who will apologize when they feel like they've done something to make you feel bad, when they actually grow. This is not somebody that repeats the same shit over and over. Like, they listen to what you have to say and they grow. They listen and they make the changes. Do you know how hard it is to tell someone, hey, when you do this, the way it makes me feel is bad, and they continue to do it? That means that they know that it makes you feel bad. They just don't give a shit, right? This is somebody that's gonna do change behavior. I don't want to do that because that makes them feel bad, and I don't want to make them feel bad. That's the last thing I want to do, right? It's like me making, let's say I'm married, and I make dinner for my husband. He's like, okay, this is a new recipe. I didn't like it. Please just don't make this for me ever again, because it's not your cooking. I just didn't like it. It's not my cup of tea. And then I get offended because he didn't like it, which why would I get offended if he doesn't like it? It's not like, it's not my cooking. It's just something he doesn't like, let's say. And then I continue to make it for him because I'm pissed that he insulted my cooking when really it was a dish. And I continue to do it, knowing damn well he told me that he didn't like it. If I like it, I should cook it for my fucking self. Why would I continue to serve a dish for somebody who doesn't like it? That's selfish, and that's kind of petty, honestly. Um, this person is going to say, okay, you didn't like that. I apologize. I'm going to change my behavior. This is somebody that's going to do right by you, even if it's just friendship. I'm not seeing that though. This is somebody that's going to be sensitive to you. This is somebody that's going to open up. I do feel like they are going to open up slowly though. With glass heart, there's a need to be delicate in this situations because I feel like both of you have gone through similar things, right? Yeah, there's a need to be transparent with each other so that you guys can build a trust, because I feel like both of you also don't trust very much, very easily anymore, right? Yeah, you're gonna take a risk on this, and it's so beautiful. And look at what it's at the bottom of the cards. It's the number 6, Swan, soulmates, twin flame, which I won't go into it, but blooming love, yeah, the one, oh, fluidity, yeah. And you've got 6 there, which it makes me think with the water, 6 of Cups, soulmates, right? Being with the one that actually understands you. And then clarifying 6 of Pentacles, you got the helm, you taking the wheel. I feel like taking the wheel, you're taking charge of your life and basically setting a path and starting to build a foundation. Yeah, you're charting your course, you're exploring. You both feel the freedom to be with each other and love each other and grow, but also continue to live your own life and have that sovereignty. A lot of people get together and basically, like, I saw this reel the other day where this girl was like, "Oh, I have a doctor's appointment." And the guy was like, "Oh, cool. Well, I'll see you later. I'm going to go golfing." And she's like, "What do you mean? I have a doctor's appointment." And he's like, "Okay. Like, okay." And she's like, "You have to go with me." And I was like, "Ew." And I thought about it. I was like, I absolutely don't want my person to go with me to the doctor's appointment. I like going to the doctor alone. Mind you, I'm good at being alone. I like being alone. I enjoy my own company. I think I'm funny as hell, even alone, okay? Um, but I was like, ew, why do you want him to go to the doctors with you? Like, don't you want time alone to think and to, like, it was so weird to me when I heard that. I was like, why do you want him to go to the doctors with you? Like, you guys have to be tied at the hip. That would be so annoying if my partner wanted to go with me everywhere. There are even times where I'm like, I'm gonna go to the market, bye, and then just go to the market and slowly pick things out. Um, I used to do it a lot when Walmart was open 24 hours. I would go out like 3 in the morning when no one was there. And then I would put my beats on because I love just having my headphones on. I don't really go out without them. And just have music and then just picking out stuff. And like, I don't like to like walk around just to walk around. Like, I won't go to the clothes section unless I need something. But like taking my time, right? Not rushing down the aisles and getting the fuck out of there because there's like a million people in the store. I like having my own time. Even if we're home together, let's say we have a separate room, or they'll be in the bedroom, I'll be in the living room reading. If I don't want to watch that show, I'll watch my own show, right? Having our alone time, like, I don't get that. I don't get that. Even when I was in a relationship, the only times I would go with my partner is like when I had recently had my youngest, and they would if it's like a doctor's appointment, sometimes I'd be like, okay, I need help with the baby or whatever. Or you want your partner to be there to get information about what's going on with your baby, right? So I would go to doctor's appointments with them at that time. But when they're on my own personal appointments, like, no, I want to go alone. That's weird. That's weird. I had I had a situationship that was like, I'll go with you, and I felt very uncomfortable the whole time. Um, and I eventually, towards the end, I was like, you know what? Why don't you just go wait for me in the car? I felt very uncomfortable. I was like, why are you here? It was weird. Clarifying the Seven of Wands declaration, I feel like somebody's coming in and they're wanting to reclaim something with you, or they're wanting to um make a declaration. It could be of love, it could be that they want to be with you. It's a declaration of something that they want. This is going to bring you both back into your power. And again, sovereignty. This is a contract. I'm getting both though. I'm getting this as a contract that you have. That it's a contract that you wrote before you came here. But there's also going to be some kind of contract on the 3D. I'm getting either like business, or I'm getting like, contract when you get married. There's some kind of contract here that's going to be done in the 3D, right? Um, yeah, this person's going to come in and want to resolve something. They're going to tell you the truth. And I feel like this person, and maybe even you, have been manifesting this. Challenging the status quo. This is going to be a very different relationship, but it's going to be so loving. The way that I feel right now is just like, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like I'm being hugged by an ancestor, if that makes sense. Of course that makes sense. What do I mean? It feels very warm, and I feel very safe, and I feel very comforted. Like, I could literally fall asleep right now. That's how comfortable I feel. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Pearl. Yo, come on, like, Pearl, just in itself. This is gonna be an emotional. It's almost like the minute you guys come together, there's gonna be like a boom of energy. Um, There's going to be a lot of opening up. There's going to be a lot of wisdom here. There's going to be a lot of growth, honesty. There's a lot of, you guys have a 5D connection, so you guys can feel each other. You guys can talk to each other. There's a very strong connection there. This is going to be somebody that's very loyal. With the moon, I feel like you guys might be a little bit opposite. So somebody might have sun energy and somebody might have moon energy, which is literally giving yin and yang. Subconscious mind, hidden things, diving deep. You guys are going to like, this is like the kind of, it's almost like, you know, those toxic relationships where you feel that strong pull, but this is almost like without the negative. It's almost like a spiritual pull, if that makes sense. Makes sense? Yeah, this is going to help you finish healing. It's going to help you. Yeah, no, this is going to change your guys' lives. For like, yeah, I'm getting power couple, spiritual couple. Yeah, no. Deeper. Yeah, look, clarifying the star. This relationship has, it's a deep well. It's a deep well of love. It's a deep well of knowledge. I don't know why my nose itches so bad, guys. Like I said, they might be hiding some of their emotions at the beginning, but this is a very nurturing. It's almost like they're coming in and cleansing out your love body or your pain body. This is also somebody that has social resources, so they could be well off or at least better off. This is somebody that's going to support you through whatever endeavors that you want to go through. This is somebody that's going to help you financially. And I don't mean like somebody that's going to come in and just give you money, but they're going to help you learn how to be financially responsible, how to save, maybe even how to deal in the stock market. This is somebody that's very good with numbers and money and understanding the way that things work that way. Provided for. Consciousness. Yeah, this is amazing. But I feel like this is coming in because this is how you are. You guys are set. I'm getting, for whoever I'm reading for, 2222. I just saw on my timer. Somebody is very, very, very masterful in their spirituality, and the other person is, they are spiritual, but they have the master of the 3D. So somebody has mastered the 5D and somebody has mastered the 3D, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I'm going to continue doing that because it's starting to get annoying. Forked road. Yeah, like I said, you have choices coming in. I really do feel like there's no looking back, though. There's this King of Wands or whatever. If the King of Wands is the person that's coming in that you're choosing, great. Whoever it is that you're not choosing, you know who it is, right? This is somebody that is not going to be for you. You have free will. You can make the choice you want. You have alternatives. You're going to have multiple options. But it's a moment of truth, really. I feel like you're going to go with this person that I'm reading, to be honest with you. There's going to be a change in circumstances, and I feel like it's because this person literally feels, you guys feel like home to each other. Yeah, with a bodybuilder, you guys are going to be a power couple. This is power. It's giving power. You guys are going to be very determined, very disciplined. I feel like this person's also going to teach you or help you with your health, or vice versa, right? You guys could teach them with health, help them get your body to the body, mind, and soul is what I'm getting, all to a disciplined level of strength that you haven't reached before. Because when you're dealing with karma, when you're dealing with all of these, you don't have the energy, you don't have the strength. If you're dealing with money, you don't have the money, right? It's very difficult to put your body first when you're going through like lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson. It's very difficult to have that mentality and have the energy to do that, right? This person is going to push you forward. You're going to master so many things in this lifetime. self-improvement, exercise. What did I say? This person is going to, I feel like you guys are coming in, and basically what they're lacking and what you're lacking is going to be just like this. And you and them are basically going to be able to um get over anything that you haven't been able to master in this life, and you guys are going to help each other. That's amazing. I wish I was a Sagittarius. I'm not though. But you do have a choice here, right? It is your choice, because there is a King of Wands that, it's fun, it's, they could be adventurous, they could be all those things, but there's a lot of times where the King of Wands, um, they kind of leap without thinking. They do what they say. Um, and this person is more disciplined. And so I feel like you have the choice. You can go with the other one if you want. I feel like you'll have two, and some of you guys might even have more than two choices. Um, so it's your decision. But for who I'm reading, the person that's very disciplined is, at least on paper, it looks better, right? All right, let me get you guys some guidance. So basically what will help you right now is basically making a choice for what you want to do. Do you want to be disciplined, or do you want to lead with someone go with someone that may be funner? It may be, I don't know, um, it'll be passionate, but when it's passionate like that, and I'm not saying this isn't passionate, this is going to be like, but it's going to be deep. It's not like that passion, wild, crazy, and then kind of burns out quick. That's kind of what I'm seeing with the King of Wands. Create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward. Yeah. Whatever you want to choose. Whatever it is that you want to choose right now. Okay. You will have many options. So you can choose whatever it is that you want. But I am seeing that you are coming together. You are making a choice, and you're going to be coming together with someone. Okay. Yeah. Sagittarius. So this is what I have for you guys. I'm going to leave it here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon.